The Frontline starts now.
And we'll welcome you to another episode of the Frontline podcast here from the Icebox. I'm Kortney Kenny. Pleased to be joined this time by Adam McKillop, Nathan Pelletier. And aside from some technical difficulties, I swear this is their first time on the show. So, gentlemen, we'll start with you, Adam, because again, you're the furthest away here. Take it away. How's the season been so far for you?
I struggled at the beginning. I got suspended for the home opener in preseason, so kind of a shaky start for me, but it can only go uphill from there. So
I wanted to ask about that preseason game because that was the first time that a lot of us got a look at the Voodoos, and my God, that was a penalty-filled game. What's going through your mind when that happens? Do you think you're getting suspended when everything goes down, or are you like, you just don't care at that point? Or
true. I didn't think I was. I thought I was going to get a 10, and that was that, but the refs had other plans, I guess. So
what's it like being introduced from the bench as opposed to getting on the ice?
Well, last year I had the same thing. I was hurt, but it's weird. It's not the same.
No. Well, that's that. Listen here, kids. You don't get suspended for the home opener. Nathan, you were not suspended for the home opener, but how's the season been so far for you?
I think the team had a slow start, and after the showcase, we won against Blind River, lost in OT against Sudbury, and since then I think gave us some hope, get down to their shoes and everything. So I think it's just gonna keep going, get better and better every day. So we're working really hard right now. So I think the team is gonna figure it out, and I think we're gonna have a great season right now.
Speaking of slow start, you guys, the last home game before this past week, you guys had fallen to Renfrew. You're going to get some, hopefully, revenge here. I know you went to their barn and beat them pretty solidly, but they're coming back to your barn this week. Adam, is there any bit of revenge in mind about that they came here and beat you guys last time they were here?
100% there is. We're going to hopefully come out flying and hopefully do the same thing and beat them 8 or 9-1 again.
And for you, Nathan?
The same thing. I think there's no way we're going to lose this game. We've been working hard. I think Pete is here to win, and we're all here to win, so there's no way we're going to lose this weekend. That's in our head. It's clear we're going to win, so it's good.
Adam, when I had the chance to talk to you in the summer, one of the things you said to me in that interview was you're not here to score goals, you're here to prevent goals. And I would say you've pretty much held true to that so far, so I'd like to say thank you for being truthful in your first interview with us. But how's your game out there? I know for maybe the people at home that didn't see that interview, can you take us through what your style of play is?
It's a lot of, for me, it's to have fun and win a game, but at the end of the day, there's certain roles on our team, and I slide into not so much an offensive role, but more of a defensive role where penalty killing more, blocking shots more, trying to D-zone, I'm getting the puck out. That's basically my role, and I'm just trying to stick to that right now.
When you when they gave you a letter, they gave you the or an alternate captaincy, what did that feel like for you?
I feel honored to get it, and I appreciate Pete picking me as one of his 5, so it's kind of nice.
Now you, Nathan, you're on the other side of the spectrum a little bit. You like to put the puck in the net. You like to make some nice passes as well. Your line's been really buzzing lately. You, Russo, and Caden Cowell. What's your style of game like out there, and what goes through your mind? What's your mindset going into a game?
I mean, when I go on the ice, I know I'm gonna play hard, and my mindset is just have fun. I mean, at the end of the day, hockey's a game, and if you go on the ice and just think about how you're gonna do and everything, I don't think you're gonna play good. So all I'm trying to do is release the stress, just have fun, play your game, play how you can play, and at the end of the day, just have fun.
All right, I got to ask you a question. Well, actually, we have a little bit of a video clip here from Chris Dawson that we're going to cut to real quick, and then we'll come back and ask Nathan this question. But
you're in the hallowed gallows of the icebox. And one of the special things about you is you have great taste in hockey teams, as you can see with the North Stars and the Stars thing. So something only you, out of all these fine gentlemen in here, we can share with. This is a slice of ice from 1999, Dallas's greatest moment. You're allowed to touch it; no one else can. That's ice from Buffalo when the Stars won the cup.
That's crazy. That's awesome. Holy.
You're way too excited about that.
It's so nice. That's crazy they kept that.
I think all the water from 1967, if somebody had this in Toronto, probably would have dried up, right?
All right.
Or would it be fossilized?
All right.
Fossilized water?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're done. Nathan, I got to ask you about the jersey that's behind us because Chris is a big Dallas Stars fan, and you're a pretty big Dallas Stars fan. How does somebody who grows up in Quebec become a fan of the Dallas Stars?
It all started when, I don't know, Jamie Benn got drafted in 2008, and I don't know, he was number 14. My birthday was number 14, and like I grew up like wearing number 14 too. So I saw him coming to the league when I was really young, and he was pretty good when he started. So since I just followed Jamie Benn, and after that the whole team followed. Like I'm just Dallas Stars fan now. So.
Were you like a Montreal Canadiens fan before that? No, you were a free agent entirely, and then.
No, I was a Nordiques fan from before because
But you wouldn't have seen them play though.
Like they're not a team anymore, so like my team is Dallas. But like obviously, if Nordiques would come back to the NHL, it would be a different story. But because like I played for Nordiques like growing up, like spring hockey, the Pee Wee tournament in Quebec City. And yeah, Nordiques is a big thing, so there's no way I'm gonna like Montreal. That's for sure.
That's fair. When the Avs kind of went back to the Nordiques logo for the reverse retro, were you pretty hyped about that?
Oh yeah, it was an awesome jersey too.
Yeah,
and I think everyone in Quebec are just waiting for the Nordiques to come back, and I think it's a question of time.
Do you kind of get this? Well, you say a question of time, but I was gonna ask, do you kind of get the sense that the NHL has kind of forgotten about Quebec a little bit?
Yeah, I do, but I feel like all you see on the internet, like I feel like the whole like hockey world wants the Nordiques come back because like there's a like I don't know, it's just Nordiques. They're like big, and the rivalry between Montreal and Quebec is like there's no such thing as this. Like it's the biggest rivalry you'll see.
So is that just on the ice, or is that in general between the two cities?
In general,
yeah.
I think two French cities. It's
obvious question. Which city's better?
Quebec City.
Adam, who do you cheer for in the NHL?
I'm a Leafs fan.
Oh, I share in your pain.
Yeah.
That was a pretty big win though last night for the Leafs.
Yeah, I didn't catch a lot of it. I was doing some other things, but I saw they won, so I'm happy about that.
Are you like a diehard Leafs fan? Like, does it kill you when they lose in the first round every summer?
Yeah, it hurts because my neighbor is a Montreal fan, so kind of chirps me the whole time, but.
Oh, that's brutal. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's bad.
At least you make the playoffs. Not like Montreal.
Yeah.
I'll show him that clip.
I'm here for all of this. Nathan Pelletier just coming in hot. Well, the other reason, though, I was pretty excited about this podcast for one reason, and that's because Nathan knows exactly where I'm going with this. Last year, around the family holiday, I got sent to Renfrew to go and cover a couple of games for Chris Dawson. And who do I have to sit in front of on the Renfrew bus between Renfrew and Pembroke? Is this guy.
Yep.
And then this summer, Chris is like, hey, we traded for Nathan Pelletier. Do you know him? And I was like, oh, boy, do I ever. Because we were talking about pretty much everything we've talked about. Like, why are you a Dallas fan? And talking about the road trips and how much apparently easier the road trips are on the CCHL than the NOJHL. Did you ever get stuck on a bus for 12 hours of the CCHL?
No, I think our biggest bus ride was like 2.5 hours, like Hawkesbury, but like that was it. Like most of our bus ride like an hour and 45 minutes, so it's pretty easy compared to here.
Yeah, but so I wanted to ask you about Renfrew. What was your experience playing for the Wolves, and how was that how was that in general for you?
I mean, it was a nice rookie year. Like I think we had a great team. That Saturday we lost in first round. I think we had a great team. Like we could have made it to the final at least. And yeah, it's playoff hockey. Anything can happen, and I love my experience. The vets were insane with me. The group of guys were perfect. So yeah, it was a really great year.
I was kind of curious though, because I know what my personal answer is now that I've been in both of the two dressing rooms. Because that one's nice in Renfrew, but it feels cramped. Which one do you prefer?
I like the Voodoos room way better because I don't know. In Renfrew it's kind of small, but.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice room. Like it's I think they're not comparable. Like there's two different things. Like you have couch in Renfrew, you have like your stall and everything. Here, like it's a bigger room. You have the LEDs now.
I was gonna say the LEDs are nice.
Yeah, the LEDs are pretty nice.
I went in one time just to like kind of wash my hands after the game in the little washroom there, and there's just like music bumping and the lights are going, and I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
So I'll go to you then, Adam. What I know you came up for the summer camp and everything, but what what sold you on coming to Powassan?
The biggest thing was Peter. I've heard a lot of great things about him. I've had old teammates. One, Ryan O'Dell, you might know him.
Yep.
He was my D partner growing up. Played against him. called him, said Powassan was interested. What do you guys think? He's like, Peter was great. So I called Peter, and that's the first time I've been traded in any hockey, but it's just Peter was sold on getting me to the next step and helping me develop this year.
And for you, Nathan, moving from, something like Renfrew, I know there was some stuff that kind of went on behind the scenes there as an organization, but what kind of sold you on coming to Powassan instead of maybe returning to Renfrew for another year?
After that, after I talked with the new coach, because I have like 5 this summer, but I was like, okay, I'm getting traded. So after Pete contacted me on the phone and everything, and I took like a week or so just to think about it, and I called my coach from 2 years ago because he knows Pete really good, and he told me like, just go for it. Like he's a great coach. He's here to win, and like he's the same coach as he is. So he said if you want to win, if you want to like learn and grow in hockey, he's the best coach to do it. So.
What's kind of ironic is the next morning after the road trip that I went on with you guys, I went to the arena early to interview Ryan Leonard on the ice, and who should be calling Ryan while I'm on the ice but Peter Goulet of all people. So I texted Pete, I said, stop calling, we're busy, and he's like, you must have texted the wrong number. Like, he's not thinking I'm in Renfrew, right? I was like, and I sent him a picture of Leonard, and he's like, what are you doing there? Of all places, but I know Voodoos fans are definitely happy to have you. I mean, especially when you got a guy who's offensively minded and a guy who's more inclined to try and stop the puck going in the net. But guys, I kind of want to open up the floor. What's the whole experience like outside of the on ice side of things? Adam, what's the experience been like? Living up north.
It's honestly so much quieter than in Toronto.
I would hope so.
It's really nice, really peaceful. Community's great, everyone. You get to help a lot more people than you do in the city, just because it's a lot smaller, and like the fun skate we had, we don't usually get that at home. Like today, I was helping build I don't even know what it was. Something the neighbors called. We went over there, and it's just a lot quieter, and it's a lot better up here.
And for you, Nathan, what's the experience been like so far? Just living.
It's pretty nice. We have the morning practice, and after that, you just you do school and spend the day with the boys, and I feel like it's just get closer with your teammates, because there's not a lot of things to do around here, but when you do things, it's as a team, so get the team closer and good team bonding. That's pretty good. I love it here.
Are you guys into golf?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you tried the golf simulator yet?
No, I talk about it with Caleb, and I think we're going to do it this winter, that's for sure.
I hope you're better than Caleb. He's pretty good, I hear, but I hope
he's a pretty good golf player. I can give him that. He's going to be happy with
that one's going right up in the locker room right there for the boys. He's going to eat that up. How are you, Adam? You big into golf?
I wouldn't say big. I'm all right. Just there to have fun and hang out with the boys.
Are you going to try the golf simulator?
100% I will.
Yeah, I hear the food's really good, so I mean that's
just a plus.
But I got to try it out, and it's really neat because the tee will just go in the floor and it'll come back up with a ball for you, and then it'll actually make you play from the rough if you're in the rough and stuff. It won't register your shot or anything. Putting's wild though. Putting's really weird.
It's always bad on VR.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That was my first time with a simulator, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
The distance are terrible, and the putting distance, it's hard to.
Yeah, and it's just get it into this big circle. You don't even have to get it to the hole, because it's impossible to get it to the hole, I guess. So I don't know if anyone wants to see me be terrible at Augusta. I mean, by all means. So when you come up here, though, we talked about the road trip, in the CC. Were there any crazy road trips for you? There wasn't anything like Hearst, were you?
No, not really. No, my longest was 3.5 to Leamington.
Yeah.
So it's a big difference.
Was it home every night, or was it? Did you stay overnight in Leamington most of the time?
No, I was home every night.
Really?
Yeah.
So hotels are a brand new thing, kind of thing. What's it like bonding with the boys in a hotel after not having to worry about that before?
It's a lot of fun. You get really close really fast. So it's kind of nice in that sense.
How about you, Nathan?
The same thing. Last year I didn't get an hotel because all the road trips were short. So this year is pretty nice. I'm rooming with Justin right now, and you just get to know everyone more and more, because you have 24 hours together. So
When you're rooming with Justin, are you guys just speaking specifically in French?
No English.
Actually, no. It's like it's half and half, I will say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
You're really gonna fit in well in this area because we call it Fringlish.
oh, it is English, yeah. But like, no, if I have something to say, I usually say in English, and like sometimes we're just gonna slide in French and roll with it.
Oh, well, fair enough. So I gotta pick your brains because we had Caden Dubroy and Reed DeBox in last time we did an episode, and they kind of dished a little bit on the situation going to Hearst. A little bit on the road trip. So you guys go from 2.5 hour road trips to now you're stuck. Well, Hearst from Timmins is still by itself like 3 hours, but you're stuck on the road for 12 hours. Adam, what was that experience like for you guys?
I don't even know how to describe it because half the time we were like trying to get off the bus and we couldn't get off the bus, and then some guys were like sleeping under the seats on the floor. Some guys were like sprawled in the back, so it was funny, but at the same time it was like holy shit when we're getting off this bus.
Yeah.
Like,
How about you, Nathan? What was that experience like?
I just have the picture of like me, Cowie, and Mason Rotondo just lined up in the like middle of the bus, just trying to sleep. I couldn't sleep because like it was like the weekend. My back hurt too. It was like terrible timing.
Yeah.
And it's just way too long. Like at least at the end we get like some people to give us some water and everything. We're scared that they were like the people that we're searching for. Like people was like come back, but like it was nice that they were good people.
Yeah, no, for sure. That would be a little bit wild if it was the person that they were searching for. Yeah. That's a good way to get away from the cops, is hand out water to kids on a bus. But so it's finally, over and done with, and you guys still have to go to Hearst. You don't play in Hearst, thankfully, because I'm sure that would have been real fun. But then is there kind of a bit of a disappointment that you go all the way to Hearst and not play?
Absolutely, yeah. Like, I mean, you go there, you do like, I don't know, it was like 26 hours with the time we got stuck in the bus between the two games. And you were supposed to do 3 games, and we played 2, which is not bad though. Like 3 games in a weekend is kind of a lot, and we just got to play 2 games. So we got to rest a little bit, and I think they're going to move the game to another time. So,
how about you, Adam?
it was disappointing because you get your mind right, you get your body right, and then all of a sudden you're on a bus for God knows how long, and then you get to the hotel and you're like, why are we here? And it's,
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah, and then you got to go back and play Iroquois Falls the
Yeah.
next day. Like that's just a wild road trip. But now imagine that, but doing that in the playoffs last year, like the Voodoos did in the first round, right? Like
I can't believe you did that last year. Like you have to go there like for one game, come back. Hearst comes to the game, come back, and it's crazy.
well, that's like when you guys were talking about it on the Renfrew bus last year, like, oh, Hawkesbury, 2.5 hours. I was like, oh, that's yeah, world's smallest violin.
Yeah. It was. I felt like it was long last year because like all our bus rides were like 45 minutes. Like
So Hawkesbury just felt like forever, right?
Oh yeah, it was like we did a rookie idol in Hawkesbury because like it was the longest bus ride.
So what do you do for Rookie Idol? What did you sing?
I started with California Girls.
That's
Got the
amazing.
boys going. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Can you give us a rendition?
No.
Yes.
I need a headphone for everything.
you need like sunglasses on and
I
stuff?
need to lock in.
All right, we're gonna hold you to that. That's coming later this year. That's coming later this year. I don't even care if you're not even a rookie anymore. That's happening. What was there anything crazy that you had to do as a rookie, Adam? Like,
There's a lot
this
of.
is the point where you say no because I'm gonna grill you on it. But no, go ahead. By all means, steward yourself.
There's been a couple scenarios, but Rookie Idol's definitely the easiest one.
What did you perform?
I did a lot of Carey Perry.
Katy Perry or Katy Perry?
Jesus.
So you do Katy Perry. And he did Katy. So
Yeah.
do you guys are you guys like the best at Katy Perry on the team or?
We should probably run on the bus.
We should, but like honestly, like, everyone knows Katy Perry. Like, it's hard not to jam with a Katy Perry song.
That's fair.
Like,
So can you give us a little bit of Katy Perry?
No.
No?
I'm gonna say no
That's
to
a
that.
hard no
I'm
right
gonna say
there.
no to that.
No. Well, if Nathan does it later, we got to get you to do it later.
oh yeah, little
shit.
duo.
On the bus?
Yeah.
We'll do it on the bus.
I'm expecting a duet here, like
We'll get a video on the bus.
for sure.
On live TV.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for this. You guys have no idea. I found out that Reed doesn't have cows, and I find out you guys could sing Katy Perry. This is why I do the podcast. I got no dirt on Caden, though. You guys got any dirt on Caden DeBroy?
No, it's a great guy.
No.
Darn it. This is the worst.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Welcome to the Clubhouse by Gateway Golf. Located on Oak Street East in North Bay, with over 200 plus real-time courses, simulator arcade games, and delicious eats, the Clubhouse is North Bay's newest social hangout. You can book times now at gatewaygolf.ca or come visit at 245 Oak Street East in North Bay, Ontario. The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalie resiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.
The Frontline podcast is broadcasted from inside the 360 Goaltending Icebox in North Bay, Ontario. 360 Goaltending, redefining Canadian goalie culture.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
Kids Sport North Bay is an organization that helps kids who otherwise couldn't get in the game with grants of up to $500. You can donate or find out more at www.kidsportcanada.ca.
So, anyways, yeah, but the road trips north, though. So you guys have kind of not really been through the whole league, I guess. You haven't gone really west yet, like to the Sioux or anything. But what's your experience been in the arenas that you've been in so far? How's that experience been so far, Nathan?
I mean, it was pretty good. I love the Timmins rink.
That's what I've heard. Everyone keeps saying Timmins is the best.
Well, it's because it's a big rink and like there's a good crowd.
Yeah.
And I think I love playing against Timmins. Like it's a nice game to play. It's like good hockey. You just play your game, no cheap shots or whatever. So it's just like.
Oh, you said you should have played them last year then.
Yeah. I mean, this year is pretty good.
There you go.
After that, Rico Falls, I played 2 shifts, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got injured, so I didn't get a feel of the ice, but.
No.
After that, I think Sudbury is pretty good too. It's a big ice, so it's not bad.
Yeah, the Olympic side is a little wild.
Yeah, it's a lot of skating, and Sudbury pretty fast, so it's a different game.
How about you? How about for you, Adam?
I gotta say Timmins. Timmins is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Sud's got a nice rink. The Olympic size is very different, but it's a lot of fun to play on.
I can't help but notice that nobody mentioned French River as their favorite place to play.
Oh, actually, I love French River.
Yeah?
I think I'm the only guy on the team.
Only guy I've ever heard.
It's because I got a couple of good games against them in preseason, so I think I fell in love with them.
Yeah.
It's a small barn in French River, like, I don't know.
The curling houses on the ice really do it for you.
I don't know. I think it's just what happened on the ice that I like. But
that must be tough on goalies.
I've asked them, like last year Dan DeRoccolo was on and he said, no, it doesn't make a difference. And then I can't remember who said it this year, but someone said the same thing. Like it's not hard to pick up the puck off that actually. Like it's still just picking up the puck.
Yeah.
The only one that said anything was any different was Miles Gordon last year said that Milkmaster said that it was tough if the puck went up in Sudbury because the seats are so dark. If the puck goes up, that's where it's hard to track because the seats are so like on that side of the rink. If there's nobody in the seats, he's like, I can't.
Yeah, it's like in Espanola, like the Jumbotron in the middle was like so low. Like I remember like last game on a penalty kill, just trying to dump the puck, hit the Jumbotron, I was like, real low.
I've heard that I've seen it too on some video, but The neutral zone in Espinal is like tiny.
Oh yeah, it's really small.
I think Timmins and Espinal have the same size,
Yeah.
same neutral zone.
It's just that Timmins looks bigger because like the stands are bigger, the jumbotron is higher, and everything is bigger there. So
I don't like the just from a watching sense. I don't like the camera angle in Timmins. It's awful.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
it's just
it's like-
down on the one end, and it's like you gotta.
yeah,
Anyways, but yeah, when it comes to French River, everyone like usually is like, yeah, that's my least favorite rink. But the canteen is top tier. Like,
that's what I heard too. That's what Mario told me actually.
you haven't tried the food in French River a couple of times there.
Not yet.
Oh, you're missing out, man. I'm telling you right now, it's so good. Like, they should sponsor the show with how much I
How's
talk
the
about.
poutine? No shredded cheese?
No.
Oh, that's good. That's a good start.
Is that like a delicacy, like for you coming from Quebec, where it's like it has to be cheese?
Oh yeah,
curds?
I've seen some restaurant out there and with
Yeah, shredded cheese is not the way to go.
No, it's not. It's not poutine. It's just fries with cheese.
Hey, we got cameraman Mike Brown nodding along, so you know that's he agrees with you on that. That's the seal of approval right there. Not a guy from Quebec City, but Mike Brown. But yeah, no, definitely. When I went on the road trip last year to French River, I got to sit on the bus too, and everyone just like flocked right to the canteen as soon as we got there because they were all getting their like post game meals ready and stuff because that's where you got it mostly from. And I was just like, I just wanted a burger. Like, can I order a burger, please? And everyone's just like right there. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not getting a burger today. But I get excited for that road trip. Like Sudbury is nice because it's close and it's about the same distance, but the canteen there is just like, you know. But like you go to French River, you're like, yeah, let's go. So I gotta ask because the boys kind of dished too on their favorite rinks that they played on in general. What's the craziest like best rink you've ever played on?
I mean, like, it's an easy answer. Like, I think the best site I played on was like Saint-Vidotron in Quebec City.
Yeah.
U rink. I mean, I played there for the Pee Wee tournament, like game opener and everything, like mini Nordiques too. So like the whole barn was packed, and we're like playing junior Devils. So we did lose 6-1, but it was a great game.
You could have let that part go.
Yeah. Still on my heart.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like, yeah, you get to like throw frisbees to the fans and everything, and it was a great moment.
How about you, Adam? What's the craziest place you've played?
Collingwood in the playoffs.
Yeah,
They go crazy. It's really fun to play in, but it's really hard to win games out of there.
really? Eh?
Yeah.
Is it like the fans or something? Or
Yeah,
just-
the fans go crazy. Like those their mascot or whatever they call it will do some crazy crazy stuff, and it's just it's mind blowing some days.
Oh man, you guys haven't seen I haven't seen him in Sudbury yet, but the Cubs have a mascot named Elgin. He's like this big black bear that walks around, and he like always for whatever reason seems to get like too close to Chris, and Chris is like doesn't like it at all.
Yeah, it's like in Renfrew last year. Playing Rockland playoffs.
Oh yeah.
A fan was like a little bit too drunk.
Oh, love that.
And he fell from the stands and like went through our bench. He broke the glass behind our bench and fell on our coach. It was pretty bad.
I can only imagine that Lenny was real happy with that.
He was not, I can tell you that.
You know what's funny is Lenny, when he used to coach in Cochrane here, I used to do public address for the Voodoos. So as you know, the penalty box, there's like nothing between you and the away team in Powassan. Yeah. So I'd be doing the game or whatever, and he would just like yell all the time. Like, I'm sure you're well aware of that, but he would just yell the whole time. And then he used to yell at us sometimes about the shot clock, which we didn't have any control. It's whoever's across the rink. And I was like, man, Ryan Leonard sucks. And then I actually got to meet him. I'm like, wow, he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. So what happened when the guy fell into the bench? Like,
I think he was in shock. So like everyone was like, "What the hell is going on?" And we're already like losing 7-1 because it was like a weird series. Like we won 7-1, they beat us 7-1, we won 7-0. Like it was like one tie game, one close game, but that was it.
That was a weird series.
Yeah, it was terrible. But after like Lenny was already pissed because we were losing 7-1 in Rockland, and the guy was there. Was just like all in shock and everything, couldn't speak or whatever. He's just like, and we just took him and threw it out of the bench.
Away he went.
Tossed him.
Oh yeah.
What's the craziest thing that you've seen from a fan then, on that regard?
I'd have to say in Lima, fans would just they would drink a lot, say some very questionable things. Like, I got kicked out of one game in Limo with one of my teammates, and they started throwing popcorn and whatever they had at us. So not like that, but
Yeah, at least in Powassan, you guys are on the other side of the rink, so nothing will ever happen. I mean, the Powassan fans wouldn't throw anything at you anyways, but maybe the away teams. But everyone's on the other side of the rink, so. I know there's definitely a guy who stands close to where we broadcast from that sometimes you can definitely hear on the broadcast yelling some questionable things.
Is it Luke?
No, I'm not going to name him.
Don't name me.
But who's Luke now? You got me pulling on a thread here.
Luke's my billet dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what's Luke do here? Like, is he like one of those guys that yells everything?
I think so.
Are you going to get in trouble?
So.
Or we should move off the side?
I might, but. He always got his glove and a beer in his hand, which I love. But
glove and a beer. Okay, I'm looking out for Luke now.
I think he sits right in front of you guys.
Oh, maybe Mike. Mike knows exactly who we're talking about. Oh my goodness! All right, that's it, Mike. You're getting your first interview. You're going to be interviewing Luke at the next game. We have a running joke, funny story about Mike. Just because. Might as well explain it here on the podcast too, but the first year that we ever had the chance, we got to go and broadcast at the NOJHL Showcase, which is fantastic. Love the event. The first year we did it was Mike's birthday, so every game we were like, "Oh, happy birthday, Mike!" So now every game is Mike's birthday. We'll bring it up like 4 or 5 times. So last year, so you can interview him on your birthday, which is already passed, but we're gonna get you to do a happy birthday interview. Anyways, last year I texted. This is like his birthday is early October. So it was like January. I texted like Mike Brito, the public address guy. I said, "Hey, it's Mike Brown's birthday." So we did the whole the announcement and everything at the Voodoos game, and that's where we are. So yeah, you're definitely doing your first on-camera interview, Mike. I don't care what you say; it's happening. You're gonna have your own podcast. You're gonna kick me off the podcast here soon. It's gonna be the Mike Brown show. It's gonna be fantastic. Is he like a diehard like day one Voodoos fan?
I think so. I'm not. I think he is, but I'm not totally sure.
Yeah.
He's like, he always gets dressed up in one of the old jerseys, and
what's the name on the back?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, okay. Well, if you told me the name, I'd know exactly who he is then, because I know the jerseys that are like right in front of where we're at. Is it Smetham?
I don't know.
Adam, you're really failing the test.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea.
All right. Well, we'll have to bring you back and let us know. But there's a guy. It's definitely not your billet dad. But I have to turn to like hide my microphone, like because we have headsets. I have to like turn completely away from this guy because it's like I don't disagree with what you're saying, man, but I can't have it on the broadcast. Like, even though I did swear on air last year, we'll move away from that though. So, anyways. Being on the ice in Powassan and actually getting out there and, wearing the jersey, we have a fantastic black one back there that has never been worn. That's one of one, actually. It's never been an alternate jersey or anything. But how badly would you guys like a jersey like that?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, black jersey. You never go wrong with a black jersey. Black on black. Man, looks good.
I like the dark blue ones you guys had last year in Renfrew, though. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But, Adam, what about you with the black jerseys?
I would love to put that on one day.
Yeah?
Hopefully. So.
Yeah. As a Stars fan, do you like wearing the green, though? Like the Voodoo? I know it's a different shade of green, but...
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like the green. I never wore the green growing up. Like, it's always red or black because, like, that's the colors, but it's pretty nice. Yeah, I love the jerseys. They're really cool. They don't have the red this year, I think. They used to have the red on the jersey.
Yeah, the red numbering and all that stuff, yeah.
But I love the jersey. Yeah, they're pretty nice, and yeah.
What about you, Adam? How do you feel about a lot of, like, I get that the green is divisive, but I like it a lot.
I love our whites. I think our whites.
Yeah, the whites are sharp. They're sharp. Last year they were a pain though because they had the stripe across the back, so you're like trying to look for the number to call the player, and you're like, I can't tell what that says. And now with no stripe, it's like, oh, I know that's McKillop. I know it's McKillop because he didn't allow a goal. Yeah. Best defensive defenseman in the league, right there. Calling it out right here. Yeah, look at him. He's blushing. If you don't win the award now.
Wow. Yeah, then I'm in trouble.
Yeah,
it's on a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's basically like law now. I have a pretty good rapport with Robert Mazuka, the commissioner of the league. So I'm just gonna tell him, I don't care.
You have to.
I don't care. You could go like -50 the rest of the year. You're gonna win that award.
I'm happy to know I'm going to win an award. I'm happy to know
there's
that.
no pressure on me anymore to say that. But if you go minus 50, though, we'll be talking about a different subject.
Yeah, I won't be here if I got
Let's just let's keep you on the up and up. But when you guys, obviously the season starts slow, like you mentioned earlier and stuff, but a team's all about evolving and everything, and obviously you guys evolving as players as the season goes on. What has Pete kind of said to you guys to kind of what he's like so far from you and what he wants to see you work on?
I think all these like the most thing he says is like he wants to win. So like right now, like in the last 2 weeks, we've been like working way harder than like I'm pretty sure any team in the league, and because we want to win. And all the guys like last game you saw that like, it was like a different energy, and like all the guys like took it personal. We lost last game, and I think we're just gonna go get better. I'm pretty sure because we're working really hard and we're all here to win too. So.
And for you, Adam?
The biggest thing with Pete is building good habits now for us because our team is very young and guys want to play at the next level. It's good to build habits and do the little things right now.
Well, I can tell you right now, obviously the expectation every year, I think, with Pete is championship or bust, right? So coming so close last year, he's going to want it. Obviously, I'm sure you guys are well aware he wants it. I'm sure you guys want it too. And the fans want it too, because as much as the Voodoos have always been a good team, they only have the one championship, right? In the 10-year existence. Plus, it's 10 years. You guys are playing on an anniversary team. That's pretty special. But moving away from hockey, though, I kind of want to get a sense of who you guys are off the ice here before we kind of wrap things up. Adam, what are kind of some of your hobbies away from the rink? Outside of golf, because I know we all covered golf earlier.
The biggest thing is like trying to stay away from hockey is like going to the gym or going for a walk to just try to get away from that part and just kind of giving the body time to relax and just hanging out with the guys. Play some cards here and there, maybe some video games. It's hard though. The guys are really good and I'm not so great, as Pelts know, but
What games do you play?
Mostly NHL.
Yeah.
But I'm not very good at it, so
No.
kind of just have fun with it.
I was okay. Our guy who takes like videos for us down in the corner, Harrison, he's like, he loves NHL, but he's like 6-4 and he's terrible in a season right now. He's saying that's terrible. I'm like, oh, you still got a winning record though. So, I mean, good for you. But how about you, Nathan? What's your go-to?
I love fishing,
Yeah?
like outside of golf and everything. It's like fishing just so relaxing. Like you get to like think about everything in your life. You just like relax and fish. And after that, like poker with the boys. I love that. Just a little home game. And NHL with the boys too.
Are you better than Adam?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nisa there too. Tyson.
Yeah.
And Lucas Gunner.
Gunner.
Yeah,
Is he pretty good or is he pretty bad?
he's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
But
Fair.
I'm pretty sure I'm better than him, but doesn't have to know that.
So, where would you rank yourself on the team? Like, would you say you're number one in the NHL?
I mean, I didn't play everyone, but
Out of the guys you played?
Oh, well, I'll be the first to say number one for sure.
Yeah.
He's definitely the best one I played.
Yeah. Have you guys like had a little tournament to decide? You guys gotta have a tournament to
we
decide.
all play winners. Like winners stay. So the longer you're in the seed, the better you are.
Yeah.
I'm not there for very long.
Were you there for like one game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like max 2. Like
Okay, what's the worst you've lost so far?
I think to Gunner I've lost 6-1.
Oh.
And then I just ended up giving the controller to one of the guys, but
6-1, that's rough.
Yeah.
You gotta get some training in there.
I do.
Gotta get the thumbs going. Yeah. This might sound like a silly question because, in Ontario it's huge, but I know in different provinces not so much. Have you tried ice fishing yet?
Actually, I did when I was younger, and even back last year, like all the boys were like ice fishing, but I never like actually tried it for real, like since I got in Ontario. So.
Oh, you gotta go. Nipissing's amazing for ice fishing.
That's what I heard. Yeah, even Pete has been talking about that. And, yeah.
Whoa, shocker! Peter talking about fishing. I can't imagine. But no, yeah, you got to get out and try it. It's great. You get out there, you take a sled or something out to an ice shack, and you just kind of sit there. And if someone brings finger foods, you're golden for the day. That's all that matters. You don't even need to fish at that point.
Yeah, just eat.
My dad likes to he'll get a trophy out and we'll go out like on a long weekend or something in the winter. And the only year I won was the year I didn't care about fishing. I was just kind of sitting there just having a good time, and I was just happy to be getting all the fish, just pulling them all up.
That's the best part of all, like, fishing. Just relax and have fun.
Oh, not with my dad. He's like super competitive. He's like, you got, like, he's like, if you're the last line in the water, he'll let you know about it.
It's like P he took us fishing at the start of the season, and like, I don't know, there's something wrong with his rod. Every cast, one fish. And like me, Tyson, and Owen were like there for like 2 hours, like one fish each, and Pete every cast, like for 1 second, boom, another fish. I was like,
where'd you guys go, Nipissing? Or?
Yeah, Nipissing. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing wrong, but Charlie was doing something different.
That's probably what he wants to keep you around. He'll be like, I don't need to worry about this guy poaching all my fish from me. Well, guys, I do have to say I really enjoyed having you guys on the podcast, so thanks so much for coming in here today.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. That's Adam McKillop, Nathan Pelletier, and I'm just some guy here on the Frontline.
The Frontline, hosted by Kortney Kenny, the official podcast of the Powassan Voodoos.